Hey, this is Ryan Kebe with the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. I'm here with a very special guest, the Executive Director for the Center for Family Services, Mr. Jason Nesbitt. Jason, how are you doing, sir?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to have you come by here and, talk a little bit about the Center for Family Services and everything that it has to offer. But first, wanted to see if you, like to maybe give a little bit of background of yourself and, how you got involved in the Center for Family Services.
It's it's been quite the journey. I guess I started my career in social services at Bethesda, worked residential facility for 5 or so years, 6 years, became a supervisor out there. While I was working with the kids, I wanted to try to have a little more impact and became a caseworker working with Crawford County Human Services. I did that for 4 or 5 years, worked my way up to program specialist, was doing a lot of community outreach kind of stuff there, and was approached by Gail Kelly, who's the director of Human Services, and she said, there's an opening at Center for Family Services, and I think it would be a good opportunity for you. And at first I was kind of like, oh, she's trying to get rid of me. But I kind of explored what Center was, and I really kind of fell in love with the idea and pursued it, and now I'm at Center for Family Services.
That's awesome. So like you said, you found out what the center was. I feel like there's a lot of people in our community who don't necessarily know what the center is or even know that the center exists. I mean, there's a lot of awesome things happening at the Center for Family Services. You want to talk about that a little bit, everything that the center has, and what exactly the Center for Family Services is, right?
Right, yeah. A lot more than I knew when I first came, because
hey, me and you both.
Working with Human Services, I got the opportunity to see the Family Education Department, knowing that they were doing parenting and homemaking and some counseling and things of that nature, as well as the Essential Service Department. I knew that they had food pantries that would help out in situations where maybe a family needed a little assistance with some food. But I didn't realize how much the center really did.
Mm-hmm. We have about, 7 food pantries, I think, right?
7 food pantries throughout Crawford County.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's definitely awesome. We also have a housing department. The housing department does everything from pre-purchase counseling. If somebody's looking to buy their first home, they can come in and work on stop in. Diane is amazing. She'll work with you. She even does budgeting to help you get prepared for that, as well as credit counseling. So if you apply for a mortgage and you don't qualify for that mortgage to buy your first home, she'll work with you, and actually has a 94% success rate of getting individuals to qualify for a mortgage.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
As well as the other end of it. Say you have a family that's been working for their entire life, and they come on a hard time, whether it be health or whatever that is, and they get that letter in the mail for foreclosure. She does foreclosure counseling as well. And last year she had a 92% success rate of keeping individuals in their home. Wow. And oftentimes will get their mortgage lowered so it's more affordable.
Wow, that's incredible. Hear that? Lowered mortgage.
Yeah, we have the only HUD certified counselors in Crawford County, and I believe it's Venango and Mercer as well.
Very interesting. Yeah. Very interesting.
So she covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, that's awesome. One thing too that I know that happened pretty recently is that the Center for Family Services was also recognized as the #1 nonprofit of 2019.
Yeah, Meadville Tribune. We were voted the #1 nonprofit in 2019, which
is awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It's really good.
It's been a great year.
Hey, they bring you on, and they're the #1 nonprofit,
right? I don't think that correlates. But the first thing I noticed when I came on was how amazing everyone there is. It truly is like walking into family every day. Everybody is fantastic. They care so much about everybody that walks through that door for whatever the need is or the assistance is. They really go the extra mile to make sure that they help families out.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so the other main reason, why I wanted to have you come here is that we have the 20th annual music benefit for the Center for Family Services, which is happening on April 4th, I believe.
Yes, it is.
April 4th, so mark your calendars for that day.
It's at the Italian Civic Center.
At the Italian Civic
Club,
Center.
yeah.
Civic Club. Excuse me.
ICC. Everybody knows the ICC.
Yeah, so mark your calendars for that day. Some awesome stuff happening there. You want to talk a little bit about that? So I guess that's our biggest fundraiser that we have at the Center for Family Services,
It is the fundraiser
right?
that the center has. Yeah, and that's all that funding goes right back into the community. So it's great that we have to have. Last year was the first one that I attended, and I wasn't really sure what to expect, and it was amazing. We probably had 300 people. There was some great prizes. We had, silent auction. We had basket raffles. We had rip-off tickets. But we had a great band as well, Go for Broke. And this year we're having 50 Miles to Empty will be opening for Go for Broke. It's two great local bands.
Oh, so we got 2 bands this year.
Yep.
Then.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Starting at 6:30, goes till 10:30. There'll be a cash bar as well as you can purchase food. It's a great event.
I know that we're doing some cool stuff with those balloon prizes,
Yeah.
right? We're trying to fill some balloons up.
So they talked about the balloon burst, and when
Okay.
they explained it to me, I was like, I don't know. So it's really cool. We try to fill as many balloons as we can. Last year we had about 100 balloons. This year we're hoping to get more. So what they are is donated items from the community. We fill up the balloons, and inside each balloon is a prize at least worth $10. The
right.
balloons are only $10 a piece, so you're guaranteed to win a prize worth the value of what the balloon is. And last year we had prizes all the way up to over $100.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
within the balloons, and it was great. This year we're planning on having as many balloons as possible. We're hoping to hit 200 to represent the 20th annual, so we're pretty excited about it.
Hey, I'm confident that we'll be able to get to 200. We have an awesome community here, and
that is the truth.
it's very important that we highlight as well that all the services that the Center for Family of Services provides stay in this area, locally here. That's something that's very important, and you guys are doing some great stuff, and I guess we might have some awesome things coming up in the future too, as well. Is there anything else maybe that we have to look forward to at the center?
We always are looking for great ideas to keep moving forward. There's a little secret that's been getting ready to be revealed. I'll be running for Grand Leprechaun. So I'm really excited about that. I'll be busy. I'll be out.
All right, Jason Nesbitt, Grand Leprechaun.
Yeah. And it was nice because one of the programs that we recently started was a reentry program.
Okay.
So individuals that are getting ready to be released from incarceration, we'll help them get housing, get on their feet, kind of take a holistic approach of mental health, substance abuse, physical health, all those things that help somebody sustain an opportunity that's given to them so we can get them on their feet and going forward. And the YMCA actually provides memberships to some of these individuals so they can help, create a healthier lifestyle. So with the Grand Leprechaun, you have the gold box. My gold box will be with the YMCA.
Nice.
So
Cool.
If you're at the YMCA, stop in and vote for me.
That's
vote
awesome.
for the center.
Center for Family Services. Hey, thanks so much for coming out, Jason. If there's anything else that you want to go over, feel free to, share all that information. I'll be sure to, include information how to get in contact with the Center for Family Services in our description. And just great things happening at the center. April 4th, the annual music benefit. Mark your calendars. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.